Hi, I'm Freddy DeMarco for American Musical Supply, and I'm going to discuss the order in which to route your pedals. There are many options, but no real rules in regards to the order of pedals. But here are some knowledge and ideas for a starting point. A guideline for the order can be level, frequency, and time. Level altering effects work best up front with an unaltered signal, while modulation and time altering effects can be placed towards the end. Other pedals, such as volume pedals and tuners, are most effective when placed before other pedals that will affect signal and overall sound. Level altering effects refers to compressors, overdrive, and distortion. The compressor will go first, then the overdrive, then the distortion, and then any other level altering pedal. With this order, you can actually engage one pedal into the next for a more aggressive tone and even some cool misbehaving distortion. If you put a compressor after your overdrive and distortion, you will amplify the noise inherent to those effects, causing your pedal board to be noisier than it needs to be. Frequency altering effects usually appear after level altering effects in signal flow. An example of this would be an EQ. However, many players prefer wah pedals, auto wahs, and envelope filters, which are frequency altering effects, before the distortion devices. They can sound cool either way. Let's compare how the wah pedal sounds before and after the distortion pedals. Modulation effects like phasers, flangers, and chorus pedals would go next. Any order would work fine, but if you are one to engage more than one modulation effect at once, experiment with the order, as a flanger before a phaser when both are on will sound different than the opposite with the phaser before the flanger. Let's experiment with changing the order of the modulation pedals. Here's a phaser into a flanger into a chorus pedal. Now I will route the flanger before the phaser. Let's try the chorus into the phaser, then into the flanger. A useful tip for chorus is to try the chorus before the distortion to achieve a more subtle chorus good for a more focused tone. When the chorus is after the distortion, it's much more dominant in the signal. Place the ambient effects, such as delay and reverb, last in the chain. More than not, most experienced players place the delay before the reverb, as your delay will be more focused before the reverb than if it were positioned after. Here is the reverb pedal before the delay pedal. Notice how washy the sound is. Now I will route the delay before the reverb. This will be more focused and less washy. If you're having signal and frequency loss and too much unwanted noise with your pedals, it may be necessary to add a buffer to your rig. We will discuss buffers in another tutorial. Keep in mind that these suggestions are based off of the most common way to position your pedals. However, there are a myriad of tones and effects that can be manipulated by experimenting with different pedal configurations. So I encourage you to experiment with different pedal orders, as you may stumble across something that defines your sound.